Welcome everyone to ShitShow Island. I'm Jesse. That's Kyle.
Yeah,
it's Kyle. This episode is sponsored by Riverbend Brewing's Hawaiian Crunk. Kyle, what is Hawaiian Crunk?
Hawaiian Crunk is... Oh, shit, I gotta read the can. A passion orange and guava milkshake IPA. My milkshake is better than yours, and it brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right. It's better than yours.
Tastes deliciously light and fruity.
I could teach you,
Like
but
us.
I'd have to charge. I just covered your head that entire time.
Thank you.
Look at that. That's an improvement.
Thanks.
Yeah. Welcome.
What are we doing today, Kyle?
Oh, see this pile of debris? I'm moving your beer.
Yeah, do it.
There's a pile of debris on this table that used to be my R11. Set up for asphalt, set up for mod. It saw some things in mod. This, it's kind of hard to tell. It doesn't look all that bad in the camera. Was a brand new. Oh, there we go. This was a brand new carbon chassis that was only raced like 3 times, but it was with me and it was in mod. So it's on sale. RC Tech, $150 for this carbon chassis, adult owned. They go for $89 new. But trust me, you're going to want this one.
And it's famous now because it's been on video.
No. So what we're doing, though, is we're taking this here ARC R11 mid-motor conversion kit with an alloy chassis, and we're putting it on my car so we can race carbon.
Now, the Brits call it aluminium.
Yes, yeah, and alloy. They call wheels alloys.
Is that the same thing?
I don't know. I don't speak British.
This is ShitShow Island, after all.
You should mute your phone. It's dinging all the goddamn time. But it's okay. We're going to get started on the build. Damn it. Hang your head in shame. All right, so before we get started, I was trying to turn on my damn pit light.
We've got an interesting thing going on here.
The wire's fucked up, and I haven't gotten around to fixing it because it requires soldering.
There's a great story there.
God damn it.
We'll get to it in another video.
It's fine. You just gotta lay... Look at that. I put a wrench on the wire just to angle it just right. It works now. It's fine. Just don't bump it because then it turns off. That's all.
In an upcoming episode, Soldering with Kyle.
Okay, so we're just getting started. And immediately I grabbed the first bulkhead. And I noticed something that normally I'd keep quiet, but since we're airing all of my past sins and transgressions now on the face tube, I wanted to just show this. So this is an ARC front bulkhead. There's one side, there's the other, and it's just a black aluminum bulkhead. No big deal. This is the one that caught my eye. Normal on that side. On that side, you see that shiny edge? It kind of looks fancy. It kind of looks like my shiny alloy chassis.
Call it a chamfer, if you will.
The chamfer. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Jesse.
No problem.
Here's the problem with my chamfered bulkhead. I remember at one point this summer, I think it was at Time Zone, where a friend of ours, affectionately known as Coach, took a look at my car and said, "You window-licking fool, why is your front spool cocked to one side?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And there's a little... All right, Jesse, I need another word for you. Another word from you. What are the...
Busy trying to...
The little... what are these little clicky doodads? Concentrics?
Intergalactic
these things,
concentrics.
Whatever they are, that adjust the height of the diff. You know what I mean?
Let's
These little guys.
A slight disclaimer here. We don't actually know what we're doing.
No.
So these technical terms that you're getting, don't repeat these to anybody.
This is like Roadkill. It's the part where we build things and you point and laugh.
Yeah.
So whatever the hell these little things are that you adjust the height of your diff and your spool, mine were all cockeyed, and I now have a custom chamfer on. Chamfer? Sorry.
Yeah, chamfer.
Thank you, Jesse. Chamfer on one of my bulkheads.
Cockeyed, monkey fucked. That's another term.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to get back to building my car. Pro tip number 1. When installing the block, this is the block, put the front block on the front, not on the back. That shit matters. You're welcome.
This segment of ShitShow Island presented by XFAT IPA.
From Reuben's Brews, Seattle, Washington.
So we're putting together a mid-motor conversion for this ARC R11. And it's been a popular conversion with a lot of different touring cars out there. Pretty much everybody's doing it. It's not a new thing, but it's a current thing. And I think it's because people are starting to finally reap the benefits of a mid-motor conversion. But there's a lot of interesting bits that go to a mid-motor conversion, such as your top decks. They're different.
That's very technical. Thank you, Jesse.
Such as the chassis. There's tridents. I don't know if you can see this.
It's like Neptune's fork.
It's a Neptune fork. That's important stuff. There's also a pulley in the center as opposed to a pulley in the back. And two belts that are equal in length. Now, Kyle, I'm curious. How do you think this is going to compare on black carpet?
I don't know. I saw this amazing press release on Red RC that said that they had a new way for ARC to take my money. And I felt like I should support my local online hobby shop. So I clicked the Take My Money button, and it showed up a couple of weeks later.
Cheers to that.
You see me drive. It ain't going to make no fucking difference. Shiny! So, I had another pro tip. When you're building these cars, a lot of things are really important to get right. Caster, camber, droop, ride height, even the angle of the wing on the body, even on a BTA car, is really important. But I think more important than all of those combined is that when you're assembling these, especially a mid-motor, but not just a mid-motor, really it's any car, and you're putting the suspension arms back on it, and you're assembling the front first. You need to put the front suspension on the front so that the fucking wheels can turn, because that ain't gonna turn for shit.
Oh,
God damn it, I need another beer.
beer break.
Motherfucker. Cock balls. Unfucking believable.
What are we doing?
I don't want to talk about it.
Are we maintaining?
We are unfuckering. Different. Fucking all the shims are falling out. God bless America. This is a fucking shit show.
No, this is par for the course.
Balls!
Now, if any of you have ever raced at Hangar 30 on Wednesday nights with Seattle RC Racers, which is where we usually hang out, this may seem like extreme to a lot of you, putting rear
Extremely
arms,
stupid.
putting rear arms on the front of a car. This is a nightly occurrence for most of us. ShitShow Island isn't necessarily just a place, it's a state of mind, and Kyle's perpetually there. I'm getting there.
Yes. God damn it.
Now the good thing is, I've gently brushed off your front arms, so they're nice and clean. While you were
Which side's the front again?
while you were squirrel dicking around with the rear arms, I was cleaning the front.
Oh, gee, thanks for unfucking those, Jesse. Appreciate it.
My handy brush. Oh. You want these shims back? Do you know what shims go where now?
No.
So, while Kyle's unfuckering his car,
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I decided I'd take a look at the shocks. Now, I hate doing shocks like anybody else. Hate it with a passion. And I'm going to hate it even more after dealing with this situation. Now, these are threaded body shocks. These make it easy because you can adjust ride height by threading the collar up and down. Most touring cars have them. Most off-road cars have them now. The thing is, you should be able to see the threads on the shock body. The problem is, these are so gummed up with oil and tire dust, you can't actually thread or unthread the collar.
It's fine. The ride height's set.
Now listen to this. It's beautiful.
What's that queefing sound?
It's not what you think it is. It's actually a shock.
It never is with RC racing.
Now, consistency is key. All 4 shocks,
Oh,
my word, make the same sound.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Those shocks have seen some things. No, that one was kind of quiet. Hey, those were in order. Don't fuck those up. Seriously?
Were they?
Yeah.
Were they actually?
We can't have nice things.
Were they? Well, that shim's up there. That shim's down there. What side do you want them on? Well, so Kyle has this. Oh god damn it!
You're fucking liability.
So Kyle has this fancy, like Swedish-made penis enlarger pump to pump air out of your shocks.
Sorry, had to be done.
My dad has one of those. You know how often my dad races?
Not as often as I wrench on my cars.
He has one. I don't know if he's ever used it. In fact, he might have 2. He usually buys a spare of everything he gets. He forgets that he owns them. Pops, if you're watching this, well, you already know. Fun fact, I fund half of my RC stuff out of his hobby room. I haven't actually bought a kit in a year, 2 years.
Cheap bastard.
That mini that kicked your ass last time, it's free. It's not even mine. It's on loan from the...
I don't remember that mini. I remember the mini that qualified 3rd when I TQ'd. That one?
Did you race the main? Did you race the main? Did you race the main?
This little guy.
You didn't race.
This little guy right here. Second race. This little guy.
You gotta race the main to count.
Details.
So, I'm working on the shocks for Kyle's car. And I got 2 different options for shock oil. Now, it's kind of personal preference. But I usually go with the factory Team 32.5. It says it's made by Lucas Oil, but...
You like off-road. Of course you do.
Yeah, then you got TLR, Team Losi Racing.
Gil Losi.
32.5. Lab tested. Certified for accuracy. Consistent. Time after time. Now, I'd like to know what lab is actually testing these for toy car racers.
It doesn't matter. Just like in Tommy Boy, you need the guarantee on the box. You can get a good look at a bull by sticking your head up a butcher's ass. No, that's not it. Never mind. I'm sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, cheers to that.
Was there a point here?
No, not really.
Good talk, everybody.
There might have been one. I lost it.
It's gone. There it went.
Yep. Bye.
Okay. Sit rep. It's 11:25 p.m.
I'm tired.
We're wrenching outside. But you know what's different is it's not 4 a.m. The night before the first indoor race, because that's normally when I do my shit.
Or morning of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I finished my asphalt conversion at 3 a.m. the day of the race.
I would expect nothing less.
That's good.
How'd your asphalt season go?
We don't have to talk about that now, do we?
You ran mod. I've never run mod in my life.
I
You
would
had
say
that on me.
I would say I ran mod. I paid my entry fee for mod.
Yeah, you did.
I got out of the way of some really fantastic mod drivers.
You
I
sent
also-
it over some dots.
I also took out some really fantastic mod drivers
There
inadvertently.
are buggies that don't fly as well as his art.
That thing's fucking majestic.
Bo and Luke Duke stuff right there.
Yeah, well, the first one I lost somewhere over Kent. It's never come down.
Still in orbit somewhere.
All right, we digress.
Yeah.
Behold, a mid-motor car.
Now, you don't have to have a mid-motor car, but it helps.
Allegedly. I don't really know. But, well, in case you were curious, here is an ARC rear motor car, carbon.
Now, notice how Kyle's janky-ass piece of shit actually looks like a proper race car right now. Now, he hasn't driven this right now, so
give it time.
2 race days later, it'll start to look like this pile right here. But for right now, that looks like a legitimate race car. One capable of podiuming. Is that a word? Podiuming.
Sure. In the right hands.
Or winning.
These are not the right hands.
I don't have those hands either. I race minis.
So, yeah, man. Thanks for the help.
Yeah. This is fun.
It's delightful to have you and everyone else on video watch me fail miserably and fuck up. These actually weren't my biggest screw-ups by any stretch, but
you haven't failed yet. I mean, we fixed the fuck-ups that you did. You put the arms on the right ends.
I haven't failed yet because I haven't turned a wheel.
I built your shocks, so
I got you to blame for that. That's good.
Your top deck is on correct.
Ish.
Your belts turn in the right direction.
Ish.
Checks off all the boxes.
Well, it took me 3 tries to get the top deck on the right way.
You know what? I blame the German.
Henrik, we're talking to you.
Lots of nuts and bolts and things on this conversion. But it looks cool. The chassis is really badass. It's got these cool chamfers on the edges.
It's also got some on the bulkhead.
Yeah, well.
Chamfer. Word of the day. Are we done?
I think so. I'm tired.
I'm tired too. Who's going to clean all this shit up? It's
It's
almost midnight. We're outside. The answer is not you. I get it. All right, man.
Cheers.
Yeah, take that and go. Walk away. Walk away. Oh shit, it's broken.
That's all I got. It will be.
Okay. We're going to call it.
Episode 1.